Good morning, everyone. I'm Dave. Welcome back to the wee hours where I suffer from periodic bouts of insomnia and play games to pass the time. We are back with Steve Jackson and Ian Livingstone's fighting fantasy Warlock of Firetop Mountain. In the last episode, we kind of sneaked in and out and in again, a room full of orcs, and we managed to do that without too much trouble. And we just hit this save point, so we've rested, we've eaten some provisions. We're about to eat some provisions, and then we can be on our way further into Firetop Mountain. So, chowing down on our provisions, plus 10 stamina, fantastic. We really needed that, and our only option is to leave the room through the north door, so off we go. And we will just hop along there. Lovely little miniatures just hopping along. So, walk straight on eastward, because we've explored all of this bit down here, so there's no reason to go back there. Let's see what happens east. That really looks like a trap. Maybe we should just be a little more cautious going through here. Come on. You arrive at another junction in the passage. We can turn northwards or continue eastwards. Well, it looks like there's somebody up there. I see sort of either a goblin or a dwarf up there with a spear. For right now, let's go eastwards. We might have an opportunity to come back here later. Let's keep going east. I don't want to get too far into Firetop Mountain without, have an idea what's going on. The passage ends at a solid wooden door with metal hinges. Listening at the door, you hear strange mutterings and the clatter of what could be pots and pans. Whatever is in there, there are several of them. All right, well, it's probably going to be goblins or orcs again, but let's go through the door. It sounds like it might be a kitchen. That seems pretty logical. And indeed, it does kind of look like a kitchen. There's 3 of whatever these are in here, though. You open the door into a large room. From your education, you are positive that this used to be the dwarves' dining room. The orcs have destroyed most of the original stonework and repurposed it for their own needs. Sitting around a large table are 5 orcs? 5? Oh dear. Do we still have that orc disguise on? Please say yes. Busily drinking and dribbling their bowls of rat gizzard soup. All are involved in a rowdy argument as to who will get to chew the rat bones left in the large soup cauldron, so they do not see you enter. Oh good, I appreciate that. I've fought orcs before, 3 at a time quite easily, but 5? Okay, so we can fight them all. That seems like a really poor choice. We can use the disguise to walk past them, so we do still have that orc disguise that we picked up in the last episode, or we can just leave the dining hall. Let's try... We've got a recent save down. Let's try and use the disguise to walk past them. Cautiously, you step into the dining room. The orcs are all busy guzzling their vile soup, so hopefully it should be no problem to walk past them. Test our luck. Well, our luck's not nothing. Let's give that a shot. It's not terrible. Oh, come on. 7, that's good. We make for a convincing orc. Yes. You safely reach the eastern side of the room. 3 doors are nearby, and the way out lies back on the other side of the room. Okay, north, east, south, or back the way we came. Well, I don't know, so let's go east, I guess. I have no idea. The door opens easily and you enter a humid chamber. The air is thick with the smells of unpleasant things being boiled in the large cauldron that hangs over a fire in the center of the room. Look around the kitchen. I see 1 goblin or orc right down there. The creature near a large cooking pot. An obese orc cook recognizes you immediately. "Black sand!" it roars. Well, I'm famous. That's cool. Its little goblin assistant nearly drops its spice jars in shock. Oh dear indeed. We've made an achievement. Help Alexandra of Blacksand meet an old friend. An old friend, you say? "Thought you'd escaped when you stole me purse in Catfish Street, eh?" The cook waddles closer, using its cleaver to slice the air. "It took me 4 weeks to get back to Firetop Mountain from Port Blacksand. 4 weeks!" "Perhaps the fresh air did you some good," you reply dryly. "Pustule and me'll cut you a few new air holes, and then me famous stew will be really famous." Its little goblin hisses a few raspy chuckles, and they get ready to attack. Okay, looks like we're going up against an old friend of sorts here. Now, I haven't been very good at this combat system. Let's see if we can be a little better at it. You, little goblin guy, basically have nowhere to go except that square. So if I do a piercing strike here, that should get you. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that worked. He's probably just going to stay there. Let's move here. Yeah, let's move here. Oh, that kind of opened him up to attack me. Let's see if we can just get you down. If we just... Oh, you moved. You moved. Darn it. Darn it. Okay. Let's move back here. I just want to stay out of the range of the orc at this point. That's my goal. All right, you have nowhere to go, so there should be no reason that I miss this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, you're done. You're done. Now, you're going to have to come into this square to attack me. So if I do... Can I do a quick jab there? Let's try the quick jab. Come on down. Oh, he didn't move. He didn't move. He just stayed where he was. Darn it. All right, that's a little hit there. Where do I think you're going to go? Let's go up. No, I can't move that far. Let's move. Oh, that's going to put me in range, but I don't think he's going to attack that square. I was right. He didn't. Excellent. Okay, so are you going to move here, or are you just going to stay where you are and attack? I'm going to try and attack. No, you moved. You moved. All right, well, now you're really kind of stuck. So let's do a piercing strike. We're clashing. I should be fine with this. Yes, clash 1. All right, he's only got 3 stamina left. Let's just keep punishing this guy right now. So, yeah, attack. Good. Good. Are you going to move to there? I'm going to try and attack right there. Yes, gotcha. We are triumphant. Okay, lost 2 stamina, gained 4 souls. We have defeated the orc cook. The cook dead, you briefly toy with the idea of tipping it into its own cooking pot. No, that's terrible. Why would we do that? There is nothing in the cook's kitchen that you would even consider eating. We tip over the pot? Why would we tip over the pot? Maybe there's something in the pot. I'm going to tip over the pot and see if there's something in it. With a mighty kick, you tip over the pot, and the grotesque contents spill out onto the floor. Some of the vile soup begins scalding the bodies of the dead orc and goblin. Unidentifiable ingredients are strewn about the floor. All right, well, now... Oh, hello! As you look at the soup in disgust, you notice a glint. There appears to be a shiny key within the remains of the soup. You take it. Zagor's key found. Well, that sounds very important. That sounds really, really important. Why it was in a cooking pot, I just can't tell you. Okay, so we don't have to check our disguise again. These guys seem to operate on sort of like a bee's hive. Once you're in, you're just assumed to be fine. Let's go to the south. Let's go to the south. I'm a little wary about going back and forth through this room. This seems to be uninhabited, though. You enter what is quite clearly a storeroom. You spend some time searching the cupboards around the room, but find only crude bowls, plates, and spoons. Then on a dresser, you find a leather case. I'd wager that this case contains a bow of some description. Okay, I'll take your word on that. Open the case. The case opens easily, and inside you find a magnificent bow and 1 silver arrow. Ooh, that also sounds really important. An inscription on the case says, "The giver of sleep to those who never can." Are we coming up against werewolves or vampires in this game? Yes. Oh, I love the original artwork. So well done. So well done. Will you take the silver bow and arrows? Of course I will. Why wouldn't I do that? What silly nonsense is this? I take everything. You put the bow, arrow, and case in your pack and leave the storeroom. +1 luck, even better. With nothing else of interest in the room, you decide to leave. All right. Well, this has been a pretty profitable venture so far. We've got a very important sounding key and a bow with some silver arrows. All right, well, let's go to the north. The door opens into a chilly larder. Most of the food being stored here is clearly for a more inhuman palate. However, you do find enough pieces of mold-free fruit and not too stale bread to make up 2 meals worth of provisions. Oh, that's good. This food reminds me of some of the fare that the cheaper taverns on Port Blacksand dish up. We'll turn to the dining room, and, well, there's nowhere else to go except back the way we came. That was a very profitable venture. Well done, us. Turn northwards. Yes, off we go. And let's see what this guy's deal is. The passageway leads into a square dungeon chamber. There are 2 doors in the eastern wall and 2 in the western wall. On the opposite side of the room, another passageway leads away north. The first door to the right is well used, and putting your ear to the keyhole, you listen and hear a man screaming for help from the inside. Okay. Before deciding what to do, you listen at the other doors as well. From behind the second door to the right, you hear a thumping sound on the wood. Hello, hello, not funny, open door. The first door to the left is made of solid metal. Listening at the door, you hear the sound of tortured screams coming within. Putting your ear to the second door to the left, you hear nothing. Okay. Eye of the Cyclops is unlikely to be in a dungeon cell, but you never know. No, you never know. We found a really important key in a pot of stew, so you never know where something's going to be. Okay, we got a lot of choices here. So, door on the right, door on the right, door on the left, door on the left. The second door on the left was the one that had no sounds on it, basically. Screaming from the door on the left, screaming from the door on the right, and weird guy sounds like he's trapped in the room on the second door. Let's go in the first door. Let's just run through it. Let's just go through the first door. You unbolt the door and swing it open. A nauseating stench hits your nostrils. Inside the room, the floor is covered with bones, rotting vegetation, and slime. A wild-haired old man clothed in rags rushes at you, screaming. Oh, yes, that is a wild-haired man rushing at me, screaming. Goodness. His beard is long and gray, and he's waving an old wooden chair leg. Is he simply insane as he appears, or has this been some kind of trap? Let's try to at least talk him off the ledge here. We'll try and shout at him and calm him down. You start to shout, "You are free," at the top of your voice, but are swiftly cut off by a table leg to the face. Oh dear. -2 stamina. That didn't work out so well. In your disguise, the delirious old man must think you are one of the orcs who has been holding him prisoner. Of course he does. There's no reasoning with the man in this state. Prepare for combat. Okay. What are you likely to do, you insane old man, you? Let's just go with a flat-out piercing strike. No, quick jab, quick jab. Oh, that worked. All right. He went down like a sack of potatoes. We are triumphant. We have defeated the prisoner. You run the emaciated prisoner through the chest with your weapon as he rushes at you. Sorry, dude. Sorry. He crumples to the filthy floor in an instant. If only you hadn't been wearing this disguise, perhaps you would have not have startled the delirious man in such a desperate attack. Are you putting this on me? Oh, thanks, Warlock of Firetop Mountain. Yeah, blood on my hands. Okay. Okay, second door where we can hear thumping. First door where we can hear screams, or the silent door on the left. Let's try the thumping one. Let's try the thumping door. Let's see what's going on in here. As you approach the door, the banging gets louder and the bolts start to shake. Come on, Gurnick! Let out! Waking up! Sliding back the rusty bolt and opening the door, you come face to face with a panicked-looking goblin with a horrific creature closing in behind it. Slime beast! Run! Squeaks the panicked goblin and lashes out at you. The toad-like slime beast joins in on the fray, opening its wide mouth that is full of long, spiked teeth. Oh, this can't be good. This is not a fun dungeon area. Well, it's a dungeon. Why would it be fun? Okay, so you look like you're going to go there, and you're already there, but you're going to look like you're going to go down there. Let's try a piercing strike. Well, it's going to hit somebody. Okay, the slime beast is kind of turning away. If I can maybe just take this guy out now, that'd be great. Okay, good. He's done. Now, how much stamina? Oh, you only have 5 stamina. That's not that bad. That's not that bad. Let's try an attack here. Nope. Okay. I'm going to try that again. I want to see if you're going to move. Yep, you did. All right, good. Let's try an attack here. Nope. All right. Looks like you're going to go back there. That's fine. Just in case you don't, I'm going to attack here. Okay, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing here, because you're probably going to come back here. I'm just seem to be in this one corner that you can't figure out how to get to me. Yeah, perfect, great. I'm just going to keep doing that. You're going to go down pretty easy. Can I attack you again? Oh, okay. Slime Beast, not quite as bad as I thought, because he was kinda dumb. We have defeated the monsters. Initially, it looks like there is nothing of value in the Slime Beast cell. However, upon a second glance, you notice a blue candle sitting in the muck. Okay, well, take everything. Although it's an odd place for a candle, you decide to take it with you. It may come in handy in one of the darker areas of the mountain. You put it in your backpack. All right, other 2 doors. Oh, let's go back to tortured screaming. Why not? What are you being tortured with? The door is not locked and opens. The room in front of you seems to be a small torture chamber with various torture devices around the walls. In the center of the room, 2 small hunchback goblins are having their fiendish way with a dwarf who is tied to a hook in the ceiling by his wrists. The 2 hunchbacks are poking and cutting him viciously with their swords. The dwarf lets out a final scream and falls silent, eyes closed. His captors make disappointed noises and look around angrily at you as if it were your fault the dwarf has collapsed. I can't let these goblins get away with such barbaric practices. Well, we're in another fight. This is non-stop combat in this episode. The 2 evil creatures give a loud shriek as they rush forward to attack you. Readying your weapon, you dive into battle. Okay, I would not mind finding, sort of a rest point, save point to build my stamina back up. Oh, and look, they put the little dwarf down on the ground. Oh, that's nice. I love the little miniatures of this. What are you likely to do? Let's do an attack here. Okay, poor choice. I'm going to actually try that again, though. I think you're going to move here. Nope, you didn't. All right, let's do... No, let's just actually try and attack you. Let's just... Oh! Okay, not doing so great with this one. And actually, we don't have a ton of stamina. Not... Okay, we're clashing, which is generally good. We should be okay. Yep. That's fine. That's fine. Are you going to go back this way, or are you going to go back up to the other square? Let's just try a basic attack. All right. Let's move here. Okay. That seemed to work out well. If you're going to go there, I should attack, but I'm going to try the quick jab here. This could be a mistake, but... Oh, no. All right, good. Got him. Got him. Excellent. Let's just see if we can take you out. Good. All right, 1 down, and you only have 2 stamina left anyway. Let's just see if we can get you out of the way. Nope, we can't. Let's move here. Okay. And can we just do a piercing strike? Yes! Okay, a little worried about that one. We really need to be eating some provisions soon. All right, defeated the goblins. Okay, you cut down the dwarf. With the last of his strength, he opens his eyes, looks at you, then looks downward. His eyes close again, and this time he breathes his last. You gently rest the dead dwarf on the floor. What will you do now? We will search the dwarf. I have no problem robbing the dead. You feel that you haven't much time to search the dwarf before your presence will be noticed or the goblins will be missing. Oh dear, search the dwarf's beard, look through the dwarf's tunic, or check the dwarf's feet. Goodness, that's a lot to go through. All right, let's check his beard. As you search through the dwarf's beard, you give a cry of surprise. The dwarf had hidden a small purse in his beard. You take the gold. Sadly, the dwarf won't be needing it now. Plus 3 gold pieces, which is nice, but we won't get a chance to search the rest of him. There could have been something really good in that. Well, all decisions are final. That's the way we do Fighting Fantasy here. Open the second door to the left or leave the chamber. Well, we may as well cover all the bases here. We may as well open all the doors. The door is unlocked. Opening it, you find yourself at the threshold of the orc's weapons store. A torch hangs from one wall, lighting up a small armory stocked with swords, shields, helmets, daggers, breastplates, and the like. Yes, it certainly does. That looks like a neat shield. I wonder if I can go grab that. A circular iron shield with a golden crescent lies at the far end of the room. However, as you do not use a shield, it is worthless to you. Well, I could learn how to use a shield. I mean, don't throw it off the table. All right, let's search the room. You poke around the room. The weapons are blunted and worthless, and the helmets are battered and rusty. You decide to inspect the breastplates on the shelves to see if there's anything worthwhile there. You examine the breastplates and shelves thoroughly, but there appears to be nothing of value. Well, that was a bust. Okay, let's leave the chamber. Hi! You're probably a person. Exiting the dungeon, you hear the sound of water ahead of you and make out a grilled portcullis at the end of the passageway. Before you can reach the portcullis, you'll have to cross a bridge that passes over a gully of gurgling, brackish water. You suspect it may actually be a sewer, judging by the smell rising from it. As you make your way towards the bridge, you pass a small creature which appears even uglier than the orcs you have encountered. The goblin salutes smartly, well, as smartly as a goblin can, as you pass by. It then returns to picking its boils. Oh, leave the orcs' barracks in disguise. We've gotten another achievement. All right. As you cross the bridge, you pass out of sight of the sentry post. Having had enough of looking and smelling like an orc, you discard your disguise. Is that the smart thing to do? I don't know. Well, let's leave the orc barracks. You arrive at the end of the passage, and iron portcullis blocks your way, and no amount of charging is going to budge it. Yes, indeed. That looks like a very diesel portcullis. I do see 2 levers there, though. On the wall to your right are 2 levers, and it seems likely that these levers have something to do with raising the portcullis. I bet the other one has something to do with getting me murdered, but let's pull the right lever. You hear a deep rumbling noise, and the ground begins to shudder. Slowly and noisily, the portcullis rises into the ceiling. With hesitation, you walk towards the junction, listening carefully. Is that me listening carefully? Because I just changed gender. Suddenly, a terrified young man runs into you. His white rune-embroidered robes are torn and smudged with dirt. He looks at you with panic in his wide eyes. I yield! Education is not worth this much danger, no matter how great the reward. You calm the young student down, and he begins to relax. My name is Ian the White. I am a humble acolyte seeking entry to the School of Sorcery. You learn that he gained entry, but was deemed unworthy by the elemental masters. I wonder if this fellow knows where the Eye is located. Ask about Zagor, ask about the school, or ask about the Eye of Cyclops. Well, the Eye of Cyclops is our reason for being here, so let's ask about that. You ask the young acolyte if they know the whereabouts of the ruby that you seek. He becomes frightened once more when you mention the name. Yes, I know the eye that you seek. It belongs to the Cyclops himself, who resides in what is left of the Dwarven Halls over to the east. Follow the passage, and whatever you do, always make sure you stay heading east. There you will find it. Okay. The young man points down the passageway before pushing past you and running off. You try to catch up with him, asking for more information, but he darts under the portcullis you entered earlier. There's no point chasing him back through there. I should continue eastwards and try to find this Cyclops. All right. Is this... is that a bench? I need a bench. Yes. Cautiously, you creep along the passageway. After a short time, you reach a fork in the path, with the path continuing northwards. Eastwards, you can see a broad stone bridge, and he said we want to be continuing east. Yes, I absolutely want to rest here. This is a great place to call it for now. We've made it through the orc barracks, and we're into Firetop Mountain for real this time. So let's end it here, and we'll pick it up again next time. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time.